Hi, I'm Yannick Hanfman.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
This is Sebastian Wolfner.
It's Marc-Andrea Whistler.
I am Francisco Cerundolo.
And you're listening to the GTL podcast. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Hopefully.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. It's time for the hard courts. That's right. If you're just watching us, there's a beautiful red on our screens. If you're only listening, this is the sign of Toronto in the background here. And we're going to be going through Montreal for the women's as well after. This one I'm excited for because it's the first competitive tournament we're going to see. Carlos Alcaraz finally back on the court. He was at the Hopman Cup. Wouldn't say he was that bothered about that. He's still got another 2 wins. He's on a clear winning streak right now. Can he continue it in Canada, JG?
Yeah, I really do count this as the proper first event since Wimbledon. The others have been a bit hit and miss. I've not really enjoyed much of it, but excited to be back playing some tennis and watching some of the best players in action. Daniel Medvedev, Alcaraz. I feel it's got to be between them two, but there is some names in there as well who could do well. Of course, no Nadal, no Novak Djokovic, who seems to have just grown a beard since his loss at Wimbledon. It's just gone out of control. I saw some people saying Djokovic not taking the loss too well. I actually think it suits him.
Well, I'm all for a Djokovic beard, and I feel that if he's going to enter into the next stage of his career, maybe the beard part of his career will be the best part. I don't know. Maybe he's just getting ready for maybe some retirement at some point, but maybe the dad beard. No. I don't know. He's not got a dad bod, that's for sure. It's the furthest thing from a regular dad bod, isn't it?
He might just try and win 5 Grand Slams with a beard. 5. He's got enough without it, so that might be a target. 5 with a beard. But anyway, enough about his beard. Let's talk about this one, the National Bank Open. This one's Toronto, is that right?
That is right. Toronto it is.
Yep. Shout out to Covey. Isn't he near Toronto?
Not really. It's
no.
in Vancouver, but I think it's a 4-hour flight or something from there.
Okay. I heard he was talking about maybe going one year, so don't think he's made it this year. Let's get into it, and we'll start with the previous winners. Apologies for the instant draw reaction I did the other day where I said Daniel Medvedev won. That was completely false. It never was the case. He won the year before, and I should have done my homework. What I was going off was actually someone's tweet. So someone tweeted that he'd won last year, and it just stuck in my mind. I was wrong. However, he did win the year before, and Buster's not in this event. So he is the last player to win who's playing the event.
Yes, and made it to the final the time before in 2019. Was bageled by Rafael Nadal, the 5-time champion. You can see there one more than Novak Djokovic there. And this tournament really brings out some great performances from some of the best players on tour. You can see it right there in front of us. Only the odd person sneaking in there, like a Jo-Wilfried Tsonga, Zverev, and then just recently Buster. But I feel like the people playing in the tournament have not quite been there to keep.
We're going into a different era. We're not the big three aren't always in these events, and there's no the Nishikoris, the Raonics, the Tsongas. They're not there, and of course Murray not at that same level as before. But yeah, it's been dominated by the very best players in the game. And I feel because of that, it is pretty fitting that Alcaraz would now get his name on this list.
Yeah, most definitely. And I was actually watching earlier on a bit of Nadal versus Agassi from the 2005 final. It was incredible. The level, I'd even forgotten about how these two had clashed in Toronto. Just Nadal was just going left, right, centre. Agassi's touch and eventually putting away a volley at the end of this amazing rally that they showed. It was incredible. I'm hoping Carlos Alcaraz will look at that and think, yeah, that's good inspiration. A Spaniard sprinting around the court in Toronto. I think that he'll be able to do the same.
Yeah, just looking there, Federer's not done great. I mean, he's got to a few finals. He lost Tsonga, Murray, Djokovic. Was there one more he got to? Yeah, Zverev, that's the one. Yeah, it's strange. Federer didn't seem to do as well here as what Rafael Nadal did. Rafa seemed to like it, building up to the US Open. But these names aren't there anymore. Stefanos Tsitsipas, who got to a final, he's just won an event, looking quite good.
Yeah.
Is he someone you'd consider? Is he even playing? Let's find out.
Well, yeah, we're going to have to find out when we go through the draw. I believe that he is in the draw, but we'll have to have a look because he obviously did just play an event. It's one of those funny things when you play literally the day before this one's about to kick off. So I wouldn't be surprised if, well, Paula asks him to step aside for a week. Who knows? Funny things happening in the Tsitsipas camp these days. He's won a tournament. That's probably good enough. And now he said his ambition is just to get a higher ranking than Paula Badoza. So
yeah. I want to do a news video on that at one point because I don't understand why you'd rather be world number one than win a Grand Slam. For me, the pinnacle of the sport is to win a Grand Slam, not be world number one.
Well, he could have a very interesting round 2 opponent. We'll get into that when we get to the actual draw proper, which should we just get straight into it?
Yep.
Cool. Let's do it. So we're going to start from the top, and it will be that man from Spain, Carlos Alcaraz. Remember, if you're just joining us, your first time, download the TNNS app and join the Fantasy League Game to Love. And you can challenge myself and JG and have bragging rights. And there will be a prize for the winner, I believe, on this one. Is that right?
Yep, that's right. And we'll also be doing player roulette too. So make sure to join the Patreon if you want to be in the wheel. We'll be spinning that towards the end. But any late people who join the Patreon will be given the next best player. So best of luck in that. And if you are just watching us on YouTube, head over to our Spotify, give us a follow on there, give us 5 stars, and you can listen to us on the move as well. Our knowledgeable, soothing voices on tennis can be heard wherever you are, whether you're in the car, whether you're having a shower, having dinner. I don't know. Whatever you want to do, you can listen to us.
Candlelit bath.
On the move.
Whatever you're doing. However you like to listen to the podcast. Yeah, we know Gary likes to do it while he's just sat at his desk working. He'll take a break from work and then just pop the podcast on. So shout out to Gary. I'm sure he's listening or watching wherever he is over in Florida. So let's get cracking. Carlos Alcaraz back on the courts again. He gets a bye through the first round. He'll be playing either Shelton or Spats Morales. I'm going with Shelton here.
Yeah.
Moving down. We're going to skim through this first round.
Just quickly though, with Garrett, who did he beat in the qualifying?
O'Connell, I believe. I think I saw that I was playing earlier on today.
I might actually. I'm tempted to go for Garin to beat Kuzmanovic.
I'm going to go with you on that one. I think O'Connell's been playing really well, so I think that's a good pick.
Hurkacz Bublik's tough. I love Hurkacz.
I'm going to go the same. Do you know they played 5 times? Hurkacz won all of them. Right.
I love Tommy Paul beating Schwartzman. Cerundolo beating the Canadian challenger player predominantly.
Yep.
Bruce Savory beating Giron. Runa with a bye. Tsitsipas, there he is with a bye. Eubanks Monfils, fantastic match. That one. We'd love to cover it on the channel. We'll have to see, depending on the time. But I'm going to have Christopher Eubanks.
I'm going to have Gael Monfils. May shock some people. He's actually been playing really well.
No. You're just being a hater there.
No, not at all. Big. That match is a popcorn match. Hopefully, we get a chance.
You say he's been playing well. Like Eubanks hasn't just been one of the best players in the last month.
Okay.
Eubanks has been outstanding the last 10
days.
The last
lost to Jordan Thompson in Washington.
Can happen, Ben.
Whereas Monfils just won 2 matches, then lost to the finalist Griekspoor in 3. So Griekspoor's having a good time at the minute.
I'm having Echeverry beating Korda.
I'm going to go with Korda.
I'd have Chorich beating Dimitrov.
No, I'm going to go Dimitrov.
I'm going to go Purcell to beat Felix.
Didn't he beat him at some point, another point in his career? I think that rings.
This is where it's a famous Diddy, and then you're going to look, and then it didn't happen, and I'm going to agree to you, and then it's wrong.
He did. He beat him at the Olympics. There you go. I do
Oh.
remember it. There you go. So
You're not losing
I'm-
it fully yet.
no, not yet, not yet. Well, I haven't had a drink in over a week, so it might be helping the brain cells. So here we go. Right, keep going down. Murray to beat Sonego for me.
Mm-hmm.
Berrettini to beat Barrera, although having a bit of problems at the minute. Berrettini's been coming out talking about his mental health as well, which is sad. Moving down, Rublev by McDonald.
Where's yours is different. Where's Sinner? Did you go past Sinner?
Yeah, sorry, he has a buy as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go Karatsev McDonald. I'm gonna have McDonald.
I think McDonald beats
Then
Karatsev.
I'll go Manarino. Raonic or
No.
TFO. I'll have TFO. Zverev, Greek Sport. Greek Sport is playing right now against Dan Evans. So I'm not sure how that's going to happen.
At the moment, isn't it?
It's been interrupted due to rain. So I can't see Greek Sport playing.
I don't think he'll play. And if he does, I think Zverev beats him. Bless you. Right, moving down, we've got Wolf and Fokina.
Fokina.
I'm gonna go Wolf because we're in sort of that area of the world right now. We're not in exactly the US, but Wolf tends to play well over there.
I'll have Lehechka because he's my one to watch.
I'll go
Casper
Nakashima.
Ruud, Taylor Fritz, Jarry to beat Humbert, Evans. I mean, is he going to play as well?
I'd put him through anyway. He's up
Yeah.
against wildcard Diallo.
Yeah, I'll have Alex de Minaur knocking out Norrie. That's a tough first round for Norrie. Tough unseeded player. Just got to a final, Alex de Minaur. I'll have Massetti beating Nishioka. Kokkinakis beating Zhang. Arnaldi beating Pospisil. And Medvedev at the bottom.
I'm going to go Zhang to knock out Kokkinakis. I'm going to have Arnaldi as well. I think not even the Canadians will help Pospisil through that one. Moving back to the top. Here we go. We're back there again. I got, Alcaraz Shelton. That'd be entertaining. I know you spoke about it in your preview.
I do like the matchup. Don't get me wrong, but I feel it's a little bit too soon for Shelton.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll go Hurkacz to beat Garin. I'm going to go Paul to beat Cerundolo.
It's a tough
Runa
one.
to beat Rusevori.
And Cerundolo at my side. Yeah, Runa as well. Oh, it doesn't let me ever click Runa, so that's still the same. I'll have Rusevori for now.
I'll have Eubanks beating Tsitsipas. Again.
I'm going to have Tsitsipas beating Monfils.
I'll have Chorich beating Echeverry.
I'll have Dimitrov beating Korda.
Murray beating Purcell. Sinner beating Berrettini.
Yeah.
Rublev beating McDonald.
Yeah.
TFO.
Yeah.
Zverev.
Yeah.
Lehechka. Go on, Lehechka. To beat Ruud.
Got me Casper Ruud. Got to the final of the US Open last year. I'm going to have him going out to Nakashima.
I'm going to go Jarry to beat Fritz.
I'm going to go Fritz. I know that he had an unfortunate loss to Greek Sport, but he still was playing all right before that.
I'll have Alex de Minaur to beat Evans.
Yeah, I'm going with the same. I think he'll be too tired.
Massetti to beat Kokkinakis.
I think I might have Zhang to beat Massetti here.
No. And then Medvedev at the bottom. Nice draw for Medvedev so far.
Yeah.
A lot easier than Alcaraz is.
Yeah, a lot better. Right, moving back to the top, and we've got Galos, and it is against Hurkacz.
The guy who got to the final last year.
I still feel
he's good here. No, I think this could be 3 sets. I think Hurkacz takes a set.
I feel that Alcaraz got a bit too much in the locker. Hurkacz is
so reliant. Hurkacz is good though, man.
He's reliant on the serve though. That's what I always
He's
feel
good.
like.
I thought he was quite good at Wimbledon as well against Djokovic. He played really well, man.
He did.
You've got to respect him. And I think Alcaraz will beat him in 3 really tight sets. Might be a tie break in the third.
Do you think we're going to see Alcaraz come a cropper from anyone? We've got Holger Rune versus, you've got Tommy Paul, and I've got Cerundolo. So Rune, Cerundolo.
I'm going Tommy Paul to beat Rune.
I think it's going to be Holger Rune as well, though. Am I going too big on Holger Rune, though, at the minute? I don't even know. Has he impressed enough?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get all the big seeds going through.
Maybe not.
Right, while you're thinking about it, I'm going to keep going. So Eubanks, I'm going to have to beat Chorich.
I'll have Cerundolo through instead of Runa. I'll go with what you said. Go on then. So
Sinner to beat Andy Murray. I think Murray won't be able to beat Sinner, unfortunately.
I have Tsitsipas against Sinner.
Rublev to beat TFO.
Agreed.
TFO lost the other day to Evans. I didn't really expect that. I'll have Zverev beating Lehechka. Dimonor beating Jari, and then Medvedev beating Musetti. Yeah, again, Medvedev's draw is nice.
I think Fritz will turn up again. I feel he's disappointed at the moment, but I feel like it's just one tournament for a turnaround for him. And Medi at the bottom for sure.
Okay, so quarter final time. And I've got quite a few seeds. I've got the number 1 and 2 seeds still there. I've got 6 and 7. I'm missing 3 and 4.
Yeah. I think
you've got Alcaraz Cerundolo.
I feel Alcaraz will beat him.
Okay. I'm gonna go Alcaraz as well. And then on the next one, Eubanks Sinner. I've gone really big on Chris Eubanks. I reckon Sinner will beat him.
And I think Sinner beats Tsitsipas as well here. Sets up a semi-final again with Carlos Alcaraz.
Yeah, that should be great. We definitely will cover that one on the channel if we can. I know it's a bit of a busy week for me because I've got a wedding this weekend. Yeah. But you never know. That might be probably a Thursday or a Friday, so I may be able to cover it. Probably a Friday. Next up, Rublev Zverev. I'm going to go with Rublev. And at the bottom, I'll have Medvedev beating Dimonor.
I think I'm going to have Zverev to have a little run in this tournament. And Medi to go through at the bottom.
Okay, so we've got pretty much the same semi-final. You've just gone for Zverev over Rublev.
Yeah.
I'm confident. I like mine. I think Rublev's been a fantastic player this year.
Yeah.
In terms of finals, though, I think Alcaraz beats Sinner, and I think Medvedev beats Rublev. So I think we will get the 1-2.
I'm going to go for something a bit different. I think Sinner might get the better of Alcaraz, just because we're not at a slam anymore. So he's not got the pressure of the 5 sets on his shoulders anymore. And
he has shown that they've gone toe to toe in many matches they've played. But
exactly,
I'm happy you've done that because my money's always on Alcaraz now.
And I'm going to be having Medi from the bottom.
Okay,
and it will be a Sinner versus Medvedev final for me.
Yeah, mine's the 1-2 Alcaraz Medvedev, and I mean, does anyone even want to hear what I've got to say? It's obvious. It's Alcaraz straight sets. I reckon it'll be a 2 and a 3.
Oof, and that's why Medvedev's going to be happy that he's not facing.
I feel like you've done it just to avoid the Alcaraz Medvedev final.
Maybe
because you don't want it.
And Medi, I think, will take the title. He's good here in Toronto, as we know, and if he doesn't face Alcaraz in the final, I think the trophy is his.
Yep, agreed.
Right, so that was the draw completed. Let's get on to the fun stuff. All you Patreon members are entered into Player Roulette. So hit that button, JG. Game to Love presents, now exclusive to Patreon. That's right, it's Player Roulette. And here it is. I bring up the wheel for us all to have a look at. And there are, I think, 31 in. Obviously, we don't have 31 seeds, but it's done from the way that they entered into the competition. So we've got all the top 16, and then from then on, their entry ranking into the competition. It's going to be exciting, and I've done a layout in a different way this week so that we can see from the seeds downwards. So this is the initial wheel. And then on the next tab, it will feed through so we can just see straight away who has Carlos Alcaraz, because that's what everybody wants to know, or Medvedev. So
brilliant. One thing I want to just make sure, Ben, is I don't get Grigor Dimitrov again. I feel like I've had him far too much. I just don't want Grigor Dimitrov. But also, like you were saying, it's not too late. If you want to be part of the wheel, join the Patreon, any tier, and you can have a player, and a prize will be given to the winner. So let's get started. Spin the wheel and just don't give me Dimitrov.
That's it. Right. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're spinning. How many seconds? 4.
I'll give you a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Stop.
There we go. And we go on to the next tab.
Bublik. Oh,
And here we go. And this is what we've got. This is what we're dealing with there. Let me.
Oh,
just
this is clever.
Take a quick.
Yeah, this is a better way of doing it. So Carlos Alcaraz, Tiffany, Medvedev, Daria G, Casper Ruud, Zach, Tsitsipas, Aluna, Holgeruna, Nancy, Rublev, Aman, Sinner, Ben, bit of cheating there, TFO, so iconic. So that is the top. Thomas Rock, Taylor Fritz, and then number 9. Has that just moved?
No,
maybe it's my eyes. So iconic. So I've literally got not the worst Bublik, but he's got a tough draw with her catch first round, so not the best.
Isn't it strange that when it came onto the screen, your name was sat on her catch, and then as we span the wheel, you got Bublik afterwards. So
got his opponent. Goldflake ended up with Dimitrov for a change. It's not me.
There you go. Well, that is Player Roulette. I will be posting this onto social media to have a look at it and onto the Patreon as well. Make sure to sign up if you want to be a part of this one and all the future ones. We've obviously got more Masters coming up in the next couple of weeks. And we've got the US Open, the big one. And there are prizes for all winners.
Yeah. So best of luck, everyone who's in Player Roulette. Enjoy it now if you want to be part of it.